Hello dear students, Namaste. How are you? I hope all you are very good and safe. Welcome to Sandipni Vidya Mandir. Today we will study about class 7 science, the third chapter, fiber to fabric. In previous class we have already learned about how to make fiber to fabric and how to get plant fiber as well as animal fiber. So what is the process or steps to find fiber to fabric? Yes, spinning to weaving to knitting to stitching. Let's understand this step once again. We get fiber from plants through manual or machinery process, which is done by only laboratory or factories. These fiber converted into yarns through the process of spinning. Yarns are converted into fabric by the process of weaving and knitting, and fabric are converted into cloths by the process of stitching. This table you have to learn, you know this, the importance tables in this chapter, fiber to fabric. Okay, so in the process of ginning, to remove cotton from cotton seeds, in the spinning process converting fiber into yarn, and process of weaving arranging two sets of yarn, and process of knitting to make fabric from sets of yarn. Let's move forward. Next, types of fibers. There are two types of fibers, which are natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers are those fibers which are obtained from plants and animals. Example of natural fibers are cotton, jute, coir are obtained from plant, and wool, silk are obtained from animals. Alright. What about synthetic fiber? The fiber which are synthesized in industry with the help of simple chemical from petrochemicals. Okay, polyester, nylon, acrylic, etc. are fibers which are synthesized by the synthetic fibers. Now let's understand that how to get wool and silk from animals. First we will study about wool. So wool is very important for us because it keeps warm our body in winter season. All right. Now question is that from where do we get wool? Yes, we get wool from hair of sheep, goat, yak, and some other animals. Yes, we get wool from hair or fleece of sheep, goat, and yak. So these animals have thick coat of hair, and wool is derived from their hair. Now next question has arises that why these animals have thick coat of hair on their body. Animals do not have blankets to protect themselves from winter. So their hair keeps these animals warm and protect them from cold during the winter. So this is nature gifted for them. Their hair coated protect them from chilled cold in winter season. The thick coat fur traps air closest to animal skin. Air is poor conductor of heat, so this air doesn't allow the heat to lose from their body and keeps animal to warm. All right. So this is same reason we wear woolen cloths in winter to protect to ourselves in chilled winter. Are you wear sweaters or woolen cloths in winter? Yes. And another hand, cotton is very thin fiber and cannot trap air. So cotton cannot prevent loss of heat from our body. So basically क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे, जो वुलन क्लॉथ है वो क्या है, एयर का बैड कंडक्टर है. ठीक है, इसके कारण क्या होता है, एयर का गुड कंडक्टर कहना चाहिए, बिकॉज ये हमको जो विंटर जो चिली विंटर है उस चिली विंटर से हमको क्या करता है, प्रोटेक्ट करता है। वो हमारे स्किन तक नहीं पहुंच पाता, तो उसको कौन प्रोटेक्ट करता है, हमारे बॉडी को वुलन क्लॉथ्स फ्रॉम द चिल्ड विंटर। ओके, हियर we have listed some animals from which we get wool. So sheep wool is commonly available in market. The wool which are get from yak and it is common in Tibet and Ladakh. Angora goat gives Angora wool which is common in hilly region of Jammu and Kashmir. So Kashmiri goat gives very soft wool which makes pashmina shawl. So camel also yield wool. And last one is alpaca and llama, also types of camel and found in South America. So the first step processing of wool is shearing. Shearing means to remove hair from the animal's body. Means that removal of fleece or hair of sheep along with thin layer of skin. The process of removal of hair you can see on the picture. He is removing the hair. So shearing is usually done in summer months. Why? Because in winter season sheep need to hair to protect themselves from chilly winter, so that we choose only summer season. After shearing, the second step is scouring. Now we have obtained hair of sheep in first step. Now what we'll do? Yes, washing, as you can see on the picture. So scouring is washing of shearing skin and hair in tanks to remove grease, dust and dirt. So basically scouring is the process of washing of hair. Scouring is done in manually or through machines in large scale. After scouring, it makes the fleece clean. This fleece is dried. Let's move to next step, that is sorting. What is sorting? Sorting means separation, to separate things according their property, according to their characteristics. So the separation of fibers of different textures, colors, length, this is done in factories. All right, do you understand all the topics? Yes. Next is after shearing, scouring and sorting, the next and fourth step is removal of burrs. As you can see in the picture, small fluffy blurs, जैसे आपके स्वेटर्स में होता है ना, सेम वैसे ही. Okay, so to remove of small fluffy fibers are picked out and the fibers are again scoured and dried. All right. Okay, the next step is dyeing. You must have observed that natural color of hair is animal is white, brown, black in sheep, in yak also, in Kashmiri goat etc. also. ओके मतलब जो शीप हैं वो कौन कौन से कलर में होते हैं, या तो ब्राउन रहेगा, ब्लैक रहेगा, वाइट रहेगा. बट सो द नेचुरल कलर इज ब्लैक, ब्राउन, वाइट, राइट. But your sweater is not only white, black, not only brown. Okay, so there are different colors, right? Yes. So how these different colors obtained? These colors obtained by dyeing. So in this step the fibers are dyed in different colors. So let's move forward. The next and last step is rolling. So fibers are then ultimately rolled into yarn. So longer fibers wool for making sweater. In sorting, fibers are uses for the making woolen cloths. Fibers are converted into yarn and yarn are converted into fabric. Alright, we have completed synthesis of wool fiber. Now we will study about silk fiber. Okay, let's start the process. The soft, smooth and luster silk fiber, rearing of silkworm for obtained silk is called sericulture or silkworm. Okay. So in silk production we have two important steps to produce silk from silk moth. So rearing of what we have learned, rearing of silkworm for obtaining silk is called सेरीकल्चर. मतलब जो हमको सिल्क वॉर्म से हम सिल्क जो ऑब्टेन करते हैं उसको बोलते हैं सेरीकल्चर या सिल्क फॉर्मिंग. जैसे कि फिश वो करते हैं, फिश प्रोडक्ट करते हैं तो उसको कौन से क्या बोलते हैं, फिशनरीज बोलते हैं. सेम वैसे जैसे क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन को क्या बोलते हैं, एग्रीकल्चर. ठीक है, तो वैसे ही सिल्क जहाँ फॉर्म होता है उसको बोलते हैं सेरीकल्चर या सिल्क फॉर्मिंग. So in silk production we have two important steps to produce silk from silk moth. First is rearing of silkworm and second is processing of silk fiber. So rearing of silkworm, we have to understand that how the silkworm converted into cocoon and processing of silk fiber. We will study about how this cocoon gets silk fiber. Okay, this is a silk moth. It will gives eggs. Then these eggs will hatch and caterpillars or worms will appear. These are silkworm. This silkworm eats mulberry leaves for nearly 25 to 30 days. It day and night. As you can see on the picture, यहाँ पे एक क्या है, सिल्क वॉर्म है. यहाँ पे ये जो लीव्स हैं ये मलबरी लीव्स हैं. इस मलबरी लीव्स को कितने दिनों तक खाते हैं, 25 to 30 डेज तक ये ईट करते हैं डे एंड नाइट. देन आफ्टर 25 to 30 डेज दे आर कन्वर्टेड बाय शेल एंड इट इज़ नोन एज कोकून. ये सिल्क मॉथ है, ये इट विल गिव्स एग्स. आफ्टर दैट ये हैच में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं, फिर कैटरपिलर या वॉर्म बन जाते हैं. ये मलबरी स्टेज कहलाता है. ठीक है, ये एक्चुअली में सिल्क वॉर्म होते हैं जो कि 25 to 30 डेज मलबरी लीव्स को ईट करते हैं, वो भी डे एंड नाइट पूरे 25 to 30 डेज तक. ओके, आफ्टर 25 to 30 डेज ये एक शेल में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं, उसको बोलते हैं ककून. जैसा कि हम प्रीवियस क्लास में ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. और ये स्टेज कहलाता है प्यूपा स्टेज. ऑलराइट, आफ्टर 2 to 3 डेज ये शेल बर्स्ट हो जाते हैं, फूट जाते हैं और फाइनली फिर से ये सिल्क मॉथ बन जाते हैं. तो ये सिल्क वॉर्म का लाइफ साइकिल हुआ. ओके, और जो कोकून होता है वो एक फाइबर का टाइप होता है जो कि प्रोटीन से बना होता है, और यही हार्डन पार्ट जो शेल होता है वही सिल्क फाइबर होता है जो कि डिफरेंट स्टेप के सिल्क प्रोड्यूस करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल मलबरी सिल्क, तसर सिल्क, मोगा सिल्क, कोसा सिल्क एंड एरी सिल्क. नाउ वी विल स्टडी अबाउट प्रोसेसिंग ऑफ सिल्क, how this cocoon ultimately converted into silk fiber. So there are 5 stages. First one is cocoon are collected. Second one is these cocoons are boiled or kept in sunlight. Okay, next one is reeling of silk. In this process जो सिल्क फाइबर है उसको एक्सट्रैक्ट किया जाता है थ्रू मैनुअली और थ्रू मशीनरी प्रोसेस. ओके, देन this silk fiber are converted into yarn by the process of spinning, and spinning is either done manually or in factories. The last step is weaving, the process of making yarn to fabric. In this process yarn are arranging into 2 sets horizontally and vertically, and they are converted into silk fabric. Weaving is done by loom. Looms are either hand operated or power operated. So do you know एक सिंगल कोकून होता है वो एक सिंगल कंटिन्यूअस रॉ सिल्क फॉर्म करता है जो कि 1000 to 3000 फीट तक लॉन्ग होता है. इट्स अमेजिंग. ऑलराइट, सो रिमेंबर दिस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर यू. सो हम 3 इम्पॉर्टेंट स्टेप्स के बारे में स्टडी कर चुके हैं. ओके, कोकून से फाइबर ऑब्टेन प्रोसेस को रीलिंग कहते हैं. देन कन्वर्जन ऑफ फाइबर्स टू यॉर्न इज कॉल्ड स्पिनिंग। उसके बाद फाइनली यॉर्न से फैब्रिक बनाने का प्रोसेस है, उसे वीविंग कहते हैं। यू हैव टू रिमेंबर ऑल अबव 3 process. All right, do you understand all the topics, all the points? Okay, so thank you dear students, stay home, stay safe.